Good morning, you guys. Who is up? I know it's 3 a.m., but I'm up because I'm up and I'm stuck. And I'll be up for like another 3 hours. Hey, look, Latoya says she's up. I know these. Look, Latoya, look. These are weirdo hours. Is that Latoya, my cousin? Hey, Tyranny. Hey, Hero Fix TV. Little Miss Muffin. It's more people up. I thought I was I thought I was the only weirdo that was up. I'm not calling y'all a weirdo, but I got to be up for like 3 more hours. I just walked in the house. Been been out making buns tonight, and I'm kind of wired up. It's been real busy tonight. I think they did some type of hey DCAT Daddy, I think they did some type of sweep tonight as it relates to warrants because I've been consistently getting calls. I kind of logged in and looked at the processing situation. It's a lot of people sitting in IDFP with warrants, um, waiting to and it's slow. So they probably went and did like a just a sweep tonight. So I I got to be up for a little while because once they process some more people, I got to get right back out and go and go and make their bond. She says, I've been waiting on you to go live. Listen, I feel like a weird, and then I'm not sleepy. I am so wired up. But I'm going to tell y'all what I did. I stopped at one of those gas stations. I never drink gas station coffee. Oh, y'all, I ain't never had no coffee that's strong enough to kill a horse. So, but I did take a nap like earlier. I took a nap kind of, and I'm glad that I did because it's got me up late, like I need to be. Whereas I'm not tired. Hey Teresa, hey Jarrell. Whereas I can make these next 3 hours. Mm-hmm. I could have just stayed on over at the bonding company. Because it definitely was busy. And I'm wired up. Hey Linda. Jarrell. So y'all, what's going on? Like I said, I think it's been some type of because it was quite busy. It was quite busy when I went over to the jail tonight. It was quite. I'm talking about as far as like the movement of the police and stuff, the Sally port and all of that. So I'm sure they did. They probably more than likely did like those early morning um sweep or something like that. They'll go. They have little stings and stuff where they go and pick people up um overnight when late night when they feel like they're at home and start picking them up for warrants. Hey, the realty. So, what did y'all think about the assistant district attorney? I was so tickled. I had to do a story on the assistant district attorney in DeSoto County. he was so drunk in court. First of all, he was thinking out loud from alcohol. They said the alcohol was so strong that it was ridiculous. And then he was disrupting the court doing outbursts. And they didn't understand what he was talking about. So the judge said, put the handcuffs on him. So I bet that's not the first time that he came into that court drunk. They said he was just blurting stuff out, disrupting the court. They didn't even know what he was talking about. That's a darn shame. And he's the district attorney, assistant district attorney. And then I did the video. It was kind of late when I did it, like right before I left. But I did the video on Ace, on Young and Ace. You know, some people says that they don't believe that Young and Ace had anything to do with that. Well, if he didn't have anything to do with it, I don't know why he would want to make people think that he did. Did you all get the opportunity to see the video? I wonder why the can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, say something. Oh, girl, I gotta do something on the presidential debate. Did y'all see that presidential debate? I just, I had to go straight to the comments. I went straight to the comments. When I tell you I'm sorry, listen, they was lighting Biden up so bad. Oh my God. They was lighting Biden up so bad. This one guy said, if I was Biden's one of Biden's children, I I would have been took his keys from him. The comments were so funny. Oh my God, the comments were so funny. Listen, y'all, has Biden had some strokes because his speech seemed. Somebody said he came out waving at absolutely nobody. oh, oh my God, Lord have mercy. I guess I don't know what's wrong with people. What's up? Biden be giving big money away. I need his signature. Yeah, it's sad. I don't know what to think. What did y'all think about the debate? But we all know Biden does not run the White House. They are in panic mode over that debate. They say well, it's obvious he has dementia. He has dementia, and he falls quite a bit too. He falls quite a bit. But I think how old is he? Is he like 91? How old is Biden? Like 91? Is he like 91? I think he's like 91, so he's pretty old. Um, when you get to be 90 years old, you really just Biden should have went on and just lived out his life. Probably He been in poli. He had been in the Senate, I believe, for all of 30 something years. Then he became vice president. He should have just went ahead and lived out the rest of his life. When you get to be 91 years old, let me see how old Biden is, because I moving. I think he's 91. Let me see. Oh, he's 81. Whew. Mm-mm. That's all? He looks terrible. Well, mm. So if he gets 4 more years, he'll be 86. McDamon says Trump be pretending like he like us, but really don't. He just know how to use his words and very persuasive and a liar. None of these people really for us, just old people making decisions over our lives. Hey, I agree. Mm. Mm. Hold on, let me see something. Hold on, y'all. Here it is. Let me see. Um, I'm just gonna shoot a little.
Circumstances are. Went out, he did a mandate on the vaccine, which is the thing that people most object. $100 million, $1 billion, I should say, in a 10-year period. We'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to
I think he been
strengthen
getting
our healthcare
face
system,
lifts.
making sure that we're able to
That's
make every
probably what it
single
is. His face
solitary
tight.
person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, we finally beat
Look at how
Medicare.
Trump looking at him.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death, and he's destroying Medicare because all of these people are coming in. They're putting them on Medicare. They're putting them on Social Security. They're going to destroy Social Security. This man is going to single-handedly destroy Social Security. These millions and millions of people coming in, they're trying to put them on Social Security. He will wipe out Social Security. He will wipe out Medicare. So he was right in the way he finished that sentence. And it's a shame. What's happened to our country in the last 4 years is not to be believed.
Yeah, I feel bad for Biden, and I really do, because I think he's sick. I'm serious. I think that I don't know who it is that's behind him, but I don't think Biden is wanting to run. I think the people that controls him is pushing him to run. This man is not. He's not even well. Mm.
Foreign countries, I'm friends with a lot of people. They cannot believe what happened to the United States of America. We're no longer respected. They don't like us. We give them everything they want, and they think we're stupid. They think we're very stupid people. What we're doing for other countries, and they do nothing for us. What this man has done is absolutely criminal.
Thank you, President Trump. Dana?
This is the first presidential election since.
Will take the life of a child in the 8th month, the 9th month. They talk about that. But here's the deal.
There's a lot of young women are being raped by their in-laws, by their spouses, brothers and sisters, by it's just ridiculous, and they can do nothing about it. And they try to arrest them when they cross state lines.
Thank you.
There have been many young women murdered by the same people he allows to come across our border. We have a border that's the most dangerous place anywhere in the world, considered the most dangerous place anywhere in the world. And he opened it up, and these killers are coming into our country, and they are raping and killing women. And it's a terrible thing. As far as the abortion is concerned, it is now back
between the doctor, between the woman and the state. The idea that the politicians, that the founders wanted the politicians to be the ones making decisions about women's health is ridiculous. That's the last. No politician should be making that decision. A doctor should be making those decisions. That's how it should be run. That's what you're going to do. And if I'm elected, I'm going to restore Roe v. Wade.
So that means he can take the life of the baby in the
He said
ninth
if he's
month
elected,
and even after
he's
birth,
gonna
because
restore
some
it.
states, Democrat run,
He already
take it
the
after birth.
president.
Again, the
He
governor, former governor of Virginia, put the baby down, then we decide what to do with it. So he's willing to, as we say, rip the baby out of the womb in the ninth month and kill the baby.
Did y'all hear him say, if I'm elected, I'm going to restore it or something? He already elected. If he's reelected, Lord help him.
Baby. Nobody wants.
You're in a situation where there are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. It's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump?
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look, we had the safest border in the history of our country. The border, all he had to do was leave it. All he had to do was leave it. He decided to open up our border, open up our country to people that are from prisons, people that are from mental institutions, insane asylum, terrorists. We have the largest number of terrorists coming into our country right now, all terrorists all over the world, not just in South America. They're killing our
period. That's number one. And number two, the idea that I have to apologize to you for anything along the line. We've done more for veterans than any president has in American history. And they now are in their family. The only sacred obligation we have as a country is to care for our veterans when they come home and their families and equip them when they go to war. That's what we're doing. That's what the VA is doing now. They're doing more for veterans than ever before in our history.
All right. Thank you so much.
Let's move to the topic of foreign policy. I want to begin with Russia's war against Ukraine.
During my
Yeah, I got to go down to the comments. They said, who else went straight to the comments? Me. Somebody said Biden sounded like he had been deprived from water and food for a whole week. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. The people in the comments are so mean. Oh. Mm-mm-mm. She said, my grocery bill did not go up 20%. It went up 100%. It sure did. Oh, God. Y'all, they dogging him out so bad. They say he starts a sentence and finishes it completely, saying something completely different. She said, as a nurse or caregiver, this must be hard to watch your patient running for president. Oh, God. So I thought they weren't allowed to have notes. All Biden answers sound as if he's trying to spit out his rehearsed lines as fast as he can before he forgets what they were. Lord Jesus. Mm-mm-mm. Somebody says, today I skipped my comedy show and watched this. Worth every second. Lord have mercy. So what do you all think? Do y'all think that Biden is competent enough to run the country? I like how they pulled up on them planes yesterday. That's the way you show up and show out. Who pulled up on who? Isn't it called like the first plane? What is it called, y'all? What are those planes called? The first plane, I forget. It calls something. No, it's called Air Force One, right? Is it Air Force One? Yeah, Air Force One. Y'all know what? It's gonna be a lot of people vote for Biden, even though they know he's not competent. They'll be saying, "But Kamala gonna run it." Kamala ain't running nothing. Somebody running it, but it's not them. Neither one of them are. I told y'all, like nobody has seen Kamala. The woman never identified with being. I'm gonna tell y'all what she did, what they did recently as a promo, and it makes me mad as hell. They got her eating somewhere in Texas, putting hot sauce on her food and grubbing on some soul food and putting hot sauce on it. And you could tell she looked awkward. That lady don't eat no damn hot sauce or no soul food. She probably didn't even know what it was. But this is how they pander to black people. And sure enough, that video started circulating. It was like, yeah, she black. She's the black woman. Says, yeah, she one of us. That lady was picking over that damn food. But you know, to me, I'm offended. I'm offended that she would do a promo eating soul food and put it and taking out the hot sauce bottle. This is what she do to pander to us. It's a Kamala is sad. The rumor is that she is pissed she isn't being considered to replace Joe. Hero Fix TV says that lady been said she not doing nothing for black people. That lady Indian. She thinks she's an Indian, huh? If her mother is Indian and her dad, she won't even say her dad black. She say he's Jamaican. That means that she's a full black woman. She just don't identify with being one. Her hair tells you she couldn't go for nothing else. She is Jamaican and Indian, I believe. Yeah, Jamaican is her dad is black. She didn't want to say he was black, but that's what he is. Her hair tells me that. Jamaican is not a race. So most Jamaicans over there black. So her dad is a Jamaican. What is his race? So what is her dad's race? If he's from Jamaica, what is his race? I mean, because It makes me believe he's a black man. Her the way she looks tells me he's black. She don't want to say it though. She's never talked about her father. Let me see, Kamala. Okay. Now this is her father. She said Jamaican because she want to confuse people. Why don't she just say he look like a black man to me? If that's her, and that picture looked like it's too up to date. Um, that's a black man. If that's her, they're saying that's her right there as a baby. That's a black man that's holding her. So her dad is a black man, right? That's from Jamaica. Let me see. Mm. That's her mother and that's her father. Mm-mm. That's her mother and father now. Okay, so her mother's, mm, her mother looked like a black woman to me too. Um, Nickname it says, well, all a part of the 12 tribes and related. Well, I did not know that about Jamaicans. What I missed? What they say about Jamaicans? Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I told y'all they did a sweep tonight. They did a sweep. They did a sweep tonight, and then they can't even get these people processed fast enough. And not trying to get them processed fast enough because they're not going. They can't even do. Even if I go and make their bond right now, they're not going to get out until 6:30 in the morning because that's the next time they're going to do releases at 6:30. They said she got black in her. What she's her dad is black. Her dad is a black man, so she mixed. Indians are not that far off from black people. Magname said, "I woke up from a bad dream." Sneaky links. Her daddy don't say he's black, and her mother is marked as white on her birth certificate. Her mother couldn't pass as white if she wanted to. Let me see something. That's just what she prefer. Because if she's Indian, why would she ever want to be considered white? Indians are not white people. Her mama looked more black than her. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Oh wow. Mm. I tell you. So if Kamala was to run for president, would you all vote for her? I want to know the amount of people in here that will vote for Kamala. Who was that said that her father does not consider himself to be black? When he has to when he marks his race, he can't say Jamaican because being Jamaican is not a race. What is the first thing a Kappa sweetheart like Kamala does when they wakes up? They go home. Race is irrelevant. You're right, but why is she trying to pander to the black people? They can mark Afro Hispanics. I wonder why he didn't just say he was a Hispanic. Instead, they say he's Jamaican because he's black. Listen, it wouldn't even be an issue. And let me just say this: it wouldn't be an issue of what his race is, other than the fact that I know that he is black, and they don't want to admit it. That's the only issue that I have. Why are they trying to hide that he's a black man? I don't mean no well, I don't mean no harm, but Kamala couldn't pass for white if she tried. She couldn't even pass. This is unfortunately politics is a new religion. That's so true. Race is not relevant. It is psychological. Hmm. Yeah, he is from Jamaica. He's a black Jamaican. He's a black man that is from Jamaica, right? Jamaican is not a race. It's in government files. Once you claim that you are black, you are dead in the eyes of the law. That's in fine print. That's the reason we needed a lawyer to talk for us at court. I'm gonna tell y'all something that I saw that was so, like, y'all know, like, I love Johnny Cochran because he was so smart. I read his books. Like, I was just in awe of how intelligent Johnny Cochran was. So when Johnny Cochran became a lawyer in the 60s, they had a video of Cochran. He could not reference a white person, right? He had worked for the DA's office or whatever, and he had so much zeal and he was so energetic. So the white lawyers, he would have to tell the white lawyers, or he would have to have a white lawyer to address the defendant or the suspect or whatever on the stand. That's really just sad. He couldn't speak to them directly. He had to tell a white lawyer what to say. Yeah, he did. He had really nice suits and stuff. He was very suave. He was just I liked him. If the parents were not of the same race, a child race was tabulated as the race of the non-white parent. Okay, well, they didn't want her to be white. I mean, they didn't want her to be black. In that case, you know, but hey, I guess they had their reasons, because she definitely does not identify as being black. But her skin tone tells me, and her hair tells me that she is. It let me just say this. It takes two white people to make a white child. Kamala didn't have that. Johnny Cochran had a white wife before the black wife, too. That came out during the trial. Well, that's okay. I read his book. I don't think he had a white wife. I think he had an affair with a white woman, and he has a mixed child that is a he's a police officer in Los Angeles. I read all his books. I still got a Journey to Justice. Listen, I'm not mad. I wouldn't be if Kamala was all white, I wouldn't care. What I'm saying is it seems to me that they're trying to hide the fact that her father is black when he can't pass for nothing else. He's black. She can't pass for nothing else. So why are they trying to hide it yet she want to pander to the black folks like I'm just like y'all, but she knows she don't she that's the type of stuff I don't like. That's what I be calling out. Now OJ didn't do it, Japan. He didn't do it. They know that was wrong. Tambora says you are what your father is. The man has the man has the seed. Well, they said that man don't consider himself black. I don't know what he is if he's not black. But I mean, she don't really you are how you feel, I guess. And you are what you identify with. And I guess she's not black because she definitely don't identify with black people. Her skin tone says that she is, and her hair and her father. But hell, they say he don't think he black either. They hide her father because of her father's family history in Jamaica. She can't come out talking blackety black. And his family got rich with slaves in Jamaica. It's a conflict of interest. Oh wow. I think OJ wrote that book If I Did It. He simply did it because I don't think he was admitting to he did that, but I think he needed some money. Yeah, I was looking at y'all know I've talked about this before. I'm glad they did a documentary on it. On they called him the Great James Cleveland, right? And I told y'all like with James Cleveland, I read years ago where James Cleveland adopted son. They say he didn't fully adopt him, but you know, he became his guardian at the age of 13 or 12. They know who killed Nicole. It wasn't OJ. They did that man like that. They should be ashamed of themselves. But they was talking about they did a documentary on James Cleveland. Somebody did recently, and they was I remember reading back a long time ago where his son, adopted son was suing him that he raised because James Cleveland he died from the H to the I, what A to the I to the D to the S, right? He ended up giving it to his adopted son because he basically he basically was having sex with him, and so his adopted son has that is carrying it now, and he get I think that's sad that you have gospel singers, preachers like James Cleveland, who's supposed to be helping children whose mothers weren't able to provide for them. But as a mother, I don't care if you can't provide, you get out and get a job, and you don't give nobody your children. But they said that the young man could sing. James Cleveland knew that the mother was having a hard time and said he could live with me because he had other plans. So, and they fought him for a long time, but he ended up getting an undisclosed amount of money. James Cleveland was he wanted to adopt that boy. They say he tried to adopt him several times, but the mother fought against it. I guess so he could really just I don't know, but I think that it's sad. But the young man it was living. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but I know he contracted the A to the I to the D to the S as a little boy from old man James Cleveland. Okay, because Cleveland had contracted it, I guess from his escapades. But I think that's sad though. When you start talking about children, how people take advantage of them. Everybody get to hollering about. They said it was an open secret that James Cleveland liked little boys and young men. But because he was James Cleveland, he's supposed to have been a gospel great and all of that. They overlooked him. And y'all should see videos of him like right before he passed away. Oh, he looks ugly. And so when people but we can't talk about James Cleveland and this and that. But I think the way he did that young man to supposedly be a mentor, try to adopt him, but the whole time, you manipulate this young 12, 13-year-old boy that you consider your son. And then you give him the A to the I to the D to the S. So, when people get to hollering about, well, James Cleveland was a man of God. I don't give a damn about James Cleveland. That's why he dead now, because of the evil. I don't like people that do stuff to kids, and that's the reason why he looked like the Walking Dead before he died. I don't know what y'all. What did Eddie Jones die from? I mean Eddie Long. The people found out about his boyfriend, and when we saw him again, he was almost out of here. I think they gave him something. That's what I think. I think they did something to him. I don't know. It took him down so quick. I don't know what it was. I think they easy E'd him. They did the easy E on him. No, OJ didn't take those folks out. If OJ wanted to do something to Nicole, he could have hired somebody to do it. He wouldn't have went over there and did it. They know that. They said he had an aggressive form. Mm. Yeah, it's a lot of that around that area. Mm, mm, mm. Tamara, I'm so glad you're streaming. Thank you for being up. Your laugh cracks me up. Did you all see the report on who took out JFK? Both Trump and Biden did not release classified files, but it's rumored Trump might release them next time. Who did they say did it? The man that they said took out Dr. King. I don't know. I think he did it, but I don't know though. He might didn't do it by himself, but don't y'all know Dr. King family? Don't believe that Ray, what was his name? Ray something? I forget. They don't think he did it. Was it Ray Oswald? I can't think right now. They called him Oswald. Oh, James Earl. Oh, Lord, I had it all. Who was Oswald? Hell, was that the person that took out Kennedy? I just got it all the way jacked up. Yeah, I think MPD was involved in it, and um, it was it. I think quite a bit of law enforcement was involved in taking out. Um, what in Jesse Jackson is already senile, isn't he? Isn't he senile? I know. He said, I think we're getting old, Tim. I'm telling you. He got dementia too. Jesse Jackson, real. I know Jesse in his 90s. Jesse is in his 90s. It probably was. I know they said one time it was an MPD officer. The MPD helped to set him up. I believe that. You have to think about the time back then where there was nothing but all of that racism. It probably was the CIA that took him out. Hmm. Well, I remember now. Dr. King's family said they didn't believe that James Earl Ray did it. And people don't forget. I know Dr. King's mother was taken out. Folks do not talk about that at all. His mother was taken out later on, and I believe his brother was taken out. His mother and his brother was taken out. His brother mysteriously drowned. I think that's why Claretta Scott King didn't. If you notice, her kids still hadn't done a whole lot. They make appearances and stuff. They got Dr. King has one grandchild. His mother was shot in a church. His brother was found drowned in a pool. They killed off his main bloodline. That's how they do when they really want you out the way. Yeah, that's what they did. Did his brother have any children? I don't think his brother had any kids. His daughter, his oldest daughter, Yolanda, mysteriously, she didn't have kids either, but she mysteriously just had a heart attack or something. She was an actress. Yeah, the little girl is the son's child. Now she might have him some kids one day. He'll have some great grandkids, but good God, none of his daughters had children. Um, Dexter didn't have any kids, and he just passed away. I believe this year, didn't he? From cancer. Dexter looked just like him. Oh wow, they sure did take out Malcolm X's grandson. And they don't even talk about it, do they? Y'all make sure y'all stay out. Don't go to like the Bahamas or nowhere because they put out an alert earlier this year that it wouldn't be good to be traveling to these other countries because of people being kidnapped and assaulted and all of that. It's been a woman, she left Chicago going to a retreat and she missing. Mm-hmm. Recently, I saw some clips of a podcast that alleged that Dr. King was communist. Pissed me off. Dr. King should have been elected president around the time of Jimmy Carter. Yeah, Dexter was Dexter. Y'all know Bounce TV. Remember when Bounce TV was on cable? That was Dexter's. That was Dexter King's Bounce TV. That's because they know he was suffocated. He didn't die from that gunshot wound. Hold on, y'all. Let me make me something hot. Let me push the air up. Hold on, y'all. Move, Remy. Okay, y'all, I am back. You can't have one foot in and one foot out with these people. Now, MLK needed to stay a pastor. The last thing we needed is him going to the White House. This man had many options, but asked for welfare to help Black folks. This where Malcolm X plan was better. No, Dr. King, Dr. King, was going to do 2 weeks before he was assassinated. They was going to do another march on Washington. Hold on, I want to show that. Okay, Dr. King had woken up and he was demanding reparations, in which I do believe that there should be reparations. When you have slaves that was sold off, whatever happened when they said, well, black folks sold them. Listen, they came, they was brought to the United States against their own will. I don't give a damn who sold them. People are not to own other people. Okay, these people worked for free for years, was beat, was raped, was all of that. And so Dr. King says, I fear that I've taken my people into a burning house, because he was talking about equality, but then he woke up. Dr. King didn't die because he had a dream. He died. They took him out because he woke up. He saw where other communities that had not even shoot, whatever happened to them happened in other countries, and they was getting it. Hold on one second. Let me see something. See, this is the speech that they don't want people to hear. I thought Dr. King died in 63, really, but so that he was going to do another march on Washington. He did that speech right. He was talking right there in 1968. Of course, we know he was assassinated in 68. They don't talk about the march that he was. They was going back to Washington. Dr. King had a lot of followers, and you become a danger when you have a lot of followers, especially when you're talking about liberating people. Okay, so that he when he said we want our check, he's talking about the reparations, that he was talking about all the land that they was giving everybody else, but they always try to make black people feel bad because they promised the slaves 40 acres and a mule and they never got it. Okay, but they was giving land to everybody else, but yet you had slaves that had been beat, killed, raped, all of that worked for free for many years. And then people have the nerve to say that, well, they just wanted a handout. That don't even make sense. When you have people that have worked for free for years and other people got rich. Okay. Megan May says that's why they owed us the 40 acres. My great-great-grandmother land was stolen from her, and many were run off their land. My great-grandfather's land was stolen from him. Thank you, Robert. Good morning. So she said 20 acres and a tool. Lord have mercy. Kamala never ate soul food a day in her life, but they got a promo of her putting hot sauce on food. And you had a bunch of black women, just like they was putting on pearls, that chucks and pearls stuff, that they used to make a fool out of black women the first time. Now you got black women. Yeah, she us. We put hot sauce on everything. Yeah, she one of us. That's a damn promo. That lady never ate a soul food a day in her life. She probably was drenching it in hot sauce because she was saying, I'd rather have the taste of the hot sauce than the soul food. Right. That's it. That was very insulting. It says we're taking out each other instead of real enemies. Right. What's happening now as far as us like destroying each other, it just it don't make no sense. Let me see something. Well, I see why Kamala like she is. Her dad, like they said, you're right. Her dad does not consider himself to be black. I never enslaved anyone and worked for everything I've had. I don't believe tax money should be tax money should be towards a reparations program that sends out reparations to people who were never enslaved. What you have to understand is, Karen, too. You're right. You have not enslaved anybody, but because of what happened to a lot of our ancestors, it affected our race in so many ways. Okay, and if for people to say that racism is still not alive and well, and everybody is not racist, that make them completely out of touch. I didn't. So Kamala said, 20 acres and a tool for real. Oh my God, 20 acres and a tool. Oh God. Hold on, you all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. I gotta see the ships go by. Okay, y'all. Yeah, y'all. MPD and the sheriff's office went and did like a warrant sweep tonight. Because everybody that's been called, I mean, the calls were just coming back to back to back to back. And they only let out do release certain times in the night. So I was able to go and get some people. But I saw in the Sally port that they were backed up, so they did do a little. They did. Carrington says, "I love Steve Harvey." Nola says, "Some people find every excuse not to want to give Black people what they freely give other ethnicities." I absolutely agree. Kamato needs to go sit down somewhere along with her boss that's walking dead. Who y'all talking? Are you talking about? And again, who is the real enemy that everybody should be against? I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I never voted for Biden. I knew his history. I was not gonna vote for him, and I didn't, and I'm not gonna vote for him this time either. You absolutely right, Nola girl. You 100% right. I get to see those ships go by. Let me ask y'all something. So, do you all think that that Young and Ace? What do you all think about that situation about Young and Ace? Do you all think that Young and Ace is crashing out? Do y'all think that they're gonna get him back? Because even if they weren't sure, he's putting himself in a position where folks are going to be looking at each other as it relates to Fulio, and some people gonna feel like they need to spend. What you all think? He says, yes, these young boys crash out. It's where the streets at in 2024. Oh my. And I was looking at Ace Youngin. I said Ace Youngin is really a handsome little boy. He really is handsome. And it's sad because it's sad. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you all. Okay. Lord, thank you. May said, go and call in. Lord have mercy. Hold on, you all. I'm sure that's not it. Mm. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Hold on, y'all. mm. Listen, don't tell us in the rap songs and then lie all the way to a trial. I'm telling you. Mm, mm, mm. Um, they says Russell Hornsby might be younger Ace father. I think the name of the barbecue place on South 3rd is Neely's, and the food is nasty. Mm-mm. Interstate Barbecue. Mm-mm. It's not good. Why did I want to say it was the hogs? Wow. I've never in my life heard of a hogs wow in the Memphis area. I've never heard of anything with that name. It might be it's Interstate Bar. The only one I know is Interstate Barbecue. That's Neely's. Mm. Anyways, I just don't see this situation ending well. Mm. Carrington, are you from Memphis? You don't seem like you are. Nola girl says my son who house lights controlled on his phone. I'm laying in a room with dim pink lights and can't turn them off. Born at Baptist East. Oh Lord. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I am back. He says I'm doing a Survive in Memphis and put it on Tubi. He said Baptist East telling me, I'm telling you. Hmm. Hold on, you all. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I tell you, as soon as these folks go to jail for domestic violence, these girls be ready to get them out quick. It says somebody asked Tamara, "Do you eat seafood and pickled eggs?" I do not eat pickled eggs. Period. Ugh. I've never eaten a pickled egg, and I do not want to. The first time I didn't even know they had pickled eggs. They sold pickled eggs. I'm telling you, the first time I saw that was when I went to Florida to visit one of my friends, my best friends, and she had a whole big jar, and she was just eating them. Just she was like, "Girl, you want some?" I was like, "What in the world? Pickled eggs?" I said, "No, absolutely not. I don't want no pickled egg. That it sound nasty, and it look nasty." Now I buy jars of pickles. I like to buy the big pickles, the big jars of pickles, sour pickles, and peppermints. I'm old school, but I'm not eating no pickled eggs. Now I ain't gonna tell no stories. I ain't gonna even tell no story. Um, I when I moved to Memphis in 2000, there were 4 malls. Now there is Wolf Chase. I'm not gonna even tell no stories. When I was growing up, I did eat pickled pig feet out of the jar, and they were good. I love the pickled pig feet, but I can't eat no pickled egg. I know that's weird. I don't eat pickled pig feet anymore. When I moved to Memphis in 2000, there were 4 malls. Now there's Wolf Chase and the Oak Court. There's Wolf Chase and the Oak Court. But yeah, you had the Mall of Memphis. Oh, the Southland Mall. I mean, it ain't nothing in it, but it's still there. They took Macy's out of the Southland Mall, and that Macy's made more money than any Macy's in Memphis. But they want to move it out the hood. Sears is gone. I don't know. Yeah, they had Raleigh Springs Mall. It's gone. Mall in Memphis been gone, but there's still the Southland Mall, the Old Court Mall, and the Wolf Chase Mall that is still open. I don't know what in the I don't know what's in the Southland Mall. I really don't. I don't think it's nothing other than a few stores that the Iranians own. I would never go into this. Oh, I don't want to go in. I don't go into the Southland Mall. Um, I'm trying to think. There's a store I used to go in there that I hadn't been in years. Yeah, the Southland Mall is still open. All the stores that we shopped in are gone. Y'all know my daughter. My oldest daughter took Arabic in high school. So when they got out of school, they would go over to um they would walk through, they would go into the mall, the Southland Mall. And so, it's a lot of Iranians. They feel disrespected when you say Iranians. Iranians um that have like stores, and this one has like a had like a candy stand where he had a lot of different candies. So she went up in there letting him know that she knew how to speak some words in Arabic or Arabic or whatever. And every day when she got home, she had a lot of candy. And I'm like, where do you get this candy from? Like the real long candy bars and stuff. How you come home with all this candy every day? She said, well, I was in the mall and um I stopped at this candy stand. This Iranian guy owns it, and when I started letting him know that I knew some words in Arabic. I said Arabic in Arabic or whatever. Every day she walked in there, he started giving her a lot of candy. I said, "You stay away from that damn stand." Adam says, they got Gertrude. Yeah, that's coming. I don't like that chicken from there. I don't like that chicken. Hmm. Since I live by Wolf Chase, well, when I'm back in Memphis, but it's gone down too. Yeah, the Wolf Chase is gone down too. Oh, well, I was getting ready to say, but it's not. It's in Collierville. That's just like Memphis. That's a suburb. Um, the what is it, that mall called? I forget. Where you go out to the crossing. I forgot. Um, what is the name of that mall out in Collierville? They're really, I have to say, they're really doing, because they got a smoothie place that's coming. They put an African restaurant in Whitehaven. They're doing everything they can to try and build Whitehaven back up. But they doing it backwards. I think you should deal with the crime, because if you don't deal with the crime, you got people putting their businesses there. They ain't gonna do nothing but move them once they start. Look at how they put the oh God, what's the name of that coffee shop everybody goes to? Starbucks. And within a month or so of Starbucks being up in Whitehaven, they drove a car through the window, the front window, after it closed, and knocked the window out trying to rob the damn Starbucks. And did. I guess they wanted a lot of frappuccinos. I don't know. Whitehaven got Starbucks, Smoothie King, Red Hooks, and Cajun King Seafood House. I've eaten at their Red Hooks, child. I don't. Oh, they got another little coffee shop called Mugs. It's black owned. They don't ever promote that, but it's called Mugs. They have good coffee. He said that was somebody hating. Okay. Said anything nice outside of Memphis, we on our way. Yes, you guys, please hit the like button. This I honestly feel like they are allowing this crime so they can come and gentrify the shit out of it. They just took over Jackson's water management and moved the headquarters out of the city. Wow. Mugs not there no more. Starbucks put them. Are you serious? Mugs is gone? See, Mugs was on the Mugs should have put the instead of putting their they had good coffee. Instead of putting their coffee shop right on the side where really could nobody see it, they should have had their coffee shop in a locate. But they was wrong to do Mugs like that. You know what? The politicians did that. They bring Starbucks instead of, promoting Mugs. Are you sure Mugs is out of business? Oh my God. They moved it to Germantown. Mugging? They moved it to Germantown. If that's the same place. They moved it to North Main Street. They moved it to North Main Street. Mm, mm, mm. Hey, TV 21. No, I've never been to Privé. Nope, I've never been to Privé's restaurant. Is the food good? I've heard people say that the food is good. I've never been there though. I've never been to I've never been to Moneybags. It's so bad out that way now. I don't really go out that way unless I have to. Hmm. Anyway, you guys. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I do. I really do. Yes, I sure do. I appreciate you all hanging out with a sister. They sleep. They getting their beauty rest. Ain't nobody up but me, and that's because I gotta be up. Hmm. Um. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I'm gonna get off of here because I gotta get out in probably another hour. Okay. And then I can come home. Well, no, I got one. I have one thing to do while I'm out. Y'all know my doctor put me like on a Mediterranean diet because my cholesterol was up a little elevated. So he put me on a Mediterranean diet. Um, so I got to go to the grocery store and pick up some stuff. But I'll probably get back on later once I get settled. Well, when I get home, I'm gonna get me some rest, and then I'll get back on it because I don't have to do anything today. Okay. I don't think. Yes, I do, but it'll be later today after I finish what I got to do this morning because I got to get out this morning. Anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get ready to go, and I had been up because normally I get the opportunity to sleep, but I had been up because they did some type of little sweep last night, whereas they went and picked up everybody on warrants. And so what ended up happening was they started calling you too, Sherelle. They started calling me, and they had an urgency about it too. Um, to bail some of these people out. And so I'm getting ready to go and do the bail out the last little batch before my watch is up. Anyways, you guys, I appreciate. Look, everybody just getting on. You ever had a lot of burger? Oh yes, and I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of they used to have good burgers. I haven't had one in a long time. I had one when they were still good. They probably, be frozen like everybody else's now. Probably don't taste that well. But yeah, I did. Yes, I did. Or yes, I have had a lot of burger. So just look for me to get back on maybe like this afternoon or something like that. But I'm gonna have to get me some rest when I get back home because I got to get out in a few minutes. All right, you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. I love you guys. I'll talk with you later.